I am here to speak to you Form 1 students about this thing called discipline. Now, students, when we speak of discipline, yes, your principal can say, I have to discipline the student. Your teacher will say, I have to discipline the student, meaning that you did something wrong and they have to correct you on that. But true discipline, my friends, discipline comes from inside of you. You are the ones who have to be disciplined. Okay? Now I'm going to draw a little something here. But that's what I do. That's my profession. Okay? So, you come. What's your name? Pardon? Malik. So Malik, after social distance. So Malik, I want you to stand there. Come stand there. So just look at me while I draw it. Alright? So being a good model. Alright? Okay, so I just drew Malik in, I would say, let's say 2 minutes to 3 minutes. I was able to do this through a lot of schooling and practice. And then with practice, there's this thing called motivation. I didn't just sit down and wake up in the morning and say, let me draw somebody and I was able to do this. The key virtue I had to possess was this thing called discipline. I am going to present to you 2 scenarios. School begins at 8. Ezekiel wakes up. He knows school is at 8. He has to get to school at 8. So he wakes up on a morning at 6. Let's just say he's an athlete. Okay? So before he eats his breakfast, he does a little sit-ups and push-ups and whatnot. And then he presses breakfast, get ready. His clothes are already ironed from Sunday. He ironed all his uniform. All school shirts, all pants ironed from Sunday night. He gets to school at, let's just say, 7:30. He relaxes, he sits at his desk, he checks to see if he has all his homework or whatever, but that has to be done at home. So he did that from home. Okay? So, he's cool. Nalani, on the other hand, comes to the same school. School begins at 8 a.m. So Nalani wakes up at 7:30. 7:30. Gets up, checks her phone. Hey, I get a message from so and so. I get call like this on that picture. Hey. Turn up there, that affect whatever. Until you finish check her phone and her messages and whatnot. It's, let's just say 10 to 8. She gets up. What do you have for breakfast? Mommy! Mommy went to work already, so she has to fend for herself. Let me try and make a cereal there. Whatnot. She doesn't have a care in the world. Alright? So puts on the uniform and then she realizes, hey, I said I iron that. Couldn't iron that. She gets to school. Let's just say 9 o'clock. That has affected her education. She enters the class while the teacher is teaching. She has disrupted the class. She even disturbs our friend Ezekiel, right? Because she enters the class late. The teacher has to stop. Why did this happen? Because of this thing called indiscipline. indiscipline in itself is a habit. If you are indisciplined from early and you develop that habit, you develop that attitude, it will be difficult to break when you are older. Discipline is you being alone, nobody is watching, and you still active 24/7. You see, most successful people out there, we don't see when they sweat. We don't see when they sweat. We don't see when they work hard practicing. All we see is the end result. Let's use basketball for instance. Okay? Yes, we'll see a couple of practice sessions from Michael Jordan or whatever. But we will not see him with his trophies and the championship rings and whatever. Him at his best. Being a loser, if you lose at something, doesn't mean that you are not disciplined. You come to school late 24/7. Yes, you are good at, let's say you're good at mathematics, right? And constantly come to school late. And there is a competition, a mass competition. And the competition starts at, let's just say 12 p.m. They will not trust you because you won't show up, because you have a reputation for being late. So they'll give that opportunity to the second person. Do you really want to be that person that a teacher would look at and say, well, that's challenge discipline, I don't want that child in my class? There is this thing called a transcript. You know what a transcript is? A transcript is a document, right, that your present school will send to, let's just say, university, a school that you applied for, telling that school, like, everything that you did. Not only in academics. A lot of their decision to accept you is based on your behavior, on how well you interact with others. Now, when I'm talking about discipline here, students, I'm not talking only about discipline in school. You can be disciplined with your friends too. Take for example, yes, we see, we are having a movie night, we go to the cinema, we go in there, we're going to watch Fast and the Furious 12, okay? Yeah, on Friday. So we say, the movie starts in 7 o'clock. So make sure you reach there 6:44 to get our popcorn or whatever. Yeah. Everybody is there for 6:30, but except that one person. Except for that one person. That's why they're always late, that's why we're waiting for that. That's why let me go. She go. They have the previews and things before the movie, she will reach the intent for that. You come there smiling and so on, you're there smiling for your friends or whatever, you miss happening. Why? Because you have a reputation for being late. The discipline is not there. Because you have this thing that your friends will wait for you. Let's just say that your friends represent life. Alright? Life will not wait for you. Life goes on. Alright? Life will continue to go on. In the workplace, when you go out there to work, you get to work late once, you get a warning. Twice, you get another warning. 3 times, you out. Right now here. All of y'all wear the same uniform. All of y'all wear the same uniform. So if I see someone in town with a red tie, white shirt, blue pants, I know what school I'm coming from. And it's like if I see a group of y'all in town, and just one person will swear words, boy, your mother this and your mother that, blah 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 blah. I will take myself and say, I saw a bunch of children from that school cursing. You associated yourself with them. You understand what I'm saying? So just detach. I'm not saying you're not being a good friend. You talk to your partners first, you tell them, yo, I find them this out of hand and whatever. Right? You talk to your friends. If they don't take heed, then you have to just distance yourself. You are at a store, let's say Massy, with your friends, and then one of them happened to be shoplifting with something in his bag, you know. They're not taking one person, you know. They go around and follow y'all. They're searching all of your bags. Because you were with that person. You are at the wrong place at the wrong time. And it's even worse knowing that I know that man doesn't thief enough, you know. That man's a thief. But anyway, let me go back and ask you with you. What, you committed suicide right there? Because you know that person's reputation, but yet still you choose to follow that person. So being disciplined is not only for school. What you are doing at school now, what the teachers are telling you, when they tell you, boy, sit down, don't drag the chair, lift it. We are training you for life. We're not nagging you. We want the best for you. Being disciplined takes a lot of sacrifice. When Ezekiel had to get up early in the morning, do you feel like he really wants to get up at that time? He's like, especially December time when it's cold and you're under your bed sheet and there you have to get up. Nah, he has to make that sacrifice to wake up because he has to go to school. And he has the motivation in him to do that. Okay? It takes a lot of sacrifice. It's all about sacrifice. Excellent. Discipline and sacrifice, they go hand in hand. Some of you are already disciplined. Just build on that. Some of you are branded as indisciplined. Correct that. It is never too late. All you guys have to do is continue the habit. At first, it will not be comfortable. But after a while, with the habit, especially if you have to get up early, wake up early, and so on, after a while, when you continue to do it, the moment that you don't do it, it will seem that something is off, something is wrong. Okay? So I want you to promise me and promise yourself that you will build on your discipline. Because building on your discipline will actually build on your life. You understand? Thank you for once. It has been a pleasure.